Hi, my name is Misha Kuznetsov and I'm a junior coach of Francis Tiafo. I decided to film this video because I would like to start posting some more videos on my YouTube channel and educate parents, coaches, and also offer my opinion on certain topics around tennis. Post some videos about technique, post some tennis drills, and again, talk about clubs, academies, just some stuff that comes to my mind. So today I want to talk about coaching children with yellow and first red and then yellow ball and green dot, basically the USDA system. So USDA system is in place. A lot of clubs follow it. A lot of tournaments are set up that way. You have to get a certain amount of points before you move on and stuff like that. So I want to talk about pros and cons, advantages, disadvantages, what I do with the children that I do teach. Basically, pros. I have a board here. Pros. Okay. Number one, it's fun. This is for yellow, red ball. Okay. Fun because it becomes fun really fast. It becomes really fun fast because children can start hitting back and forth and keep a ball in play much faster than using regular ball. Especially kids are 5, 6, 4, 7. They start playing, they can't keep a ball in play, so there is no game. They're not enjoying it, so they don't want to play tennis again. They don't want to come back unless the parents make them, or they really, really love it for some reason, just hitting balls and just drilling and running and working hard. So it becomes fun much faster. Number two, pros for using the system is you can fit a lot of kids on the tennis court. So you can set up red net, net, red net, red net. So you can put about 6 kids on each court. So we're talking about 12 and 12, 24 kids on the court. So that's a lot. And then you can charge them, I don't know, $50 a practice times 24 kids. So it's money making model, which is also good for the club. 3, it's simple to follow. They got everybody sold on it. And then I'll tell you why. And the coaches don't really have to do much when the children are already hitting the ball back and forth. They can talk strategy and stuff like that, or I don't even know if you can teach those kids strategy at that point yet if they can't even keep a ball in play. But anyways, my opinion, this channel, I'm just offering my opinion. Some of you will agree, some will disagree. I'm just here to give my opinion, make this video, put it out there, and then you can decide for yourself. My opinion, there is one major con. So the major con, in my opinion, again, is feel. Feel. It's very difficult, almost impossible to teach feel and technique, because what happens is when you use yellow and red ball, the tennis balls are deflated. Because the tennis balls are deflated, kids, children, they hit them incorrectly. They whack the ball stays in, assuming it goes over the net if they hit the bottom part of the ball. They can hit it straight. They're not opening up the court with it. They're just hitting the ball straight. They can use their own grip. They don't even have to finish properly. Whatever happens, no matter what happens, balls, they cannot fly too far. So it's like using a foam ball and just swinging it up and it's going to stay in. So maybe a little bit more difficult than pickleball, I'd say. Red, or maybe just as simple as pickleball. Really easy to pick up. That's why it becomes fun. So here I am. I'm trying to teach feel. I'm trying to teach feel and consistency. I'm trying to teach angles. I want my children to be able to open up the court. I want my children to hit the ball cross court and use angles. So the ball crosses the sideline, before it crosses the baseline, which is huge. So that way they can run the person side to side. Then they open up the court, it becomes natural, then they can hit straight. So when I'm using regular ball, I can teach that, and I can teach the children to keep the ball in the strings long enough, and I can develop that with the regular ball and put the correct technique in place with the grip, and again, feeling outside of the ball, put it near the targets 20, 30 balls in a row, and then I can do the forehand angle and backhand angle, and therefore I can get amazing feel and consistency. Then after that, they can grow. So I can really work technique and put this in place. So I guarantee my children that the balls are gonna be the type of ball that they hit is clean, it has a rainbow shape, and the balls are spinning. So balls are going up, spin brings the ball in, and then it's just a certain type of ball I'm looking for on the forehand side and on the backhand side. And then when I use a regular ball, I can make it happen and the ball stay in. And I usually use it, even I have 4 or 5 4-year-olds that are using regular ball, and they can do this successfully. They can do it at the service line, they can do it at the blue line, and they can do it already. Some of them can do it at the baseline, and they can roll the ball off the court of both sides. Then they can hit the ball straight and therefore work on winners and basically run the person side to side, and that way the children are super consistent. So they're super consistent, and we got no issues here. And this works great. I do use a little bit of the orange ball or a yellow ball. I use very little bit when I have two kids play against each other so they can play a few points. I never use the red one. We use it for maybe 10-15 minutes at a time, rarely. When I'm playing and I'm doing private lessons, I can volley very soft, and we're able to keep a ball in play successfully with 4 and 5-year-olds. By the time the kid is 6 or 7 or they're starting, they should definitely go straight to regular, learn feel consistency technique really quickly within hopefully 6 months. By the age 7 or 8, they should be done and ready to go 10 and under and play at the baseline. So that is very, very important. And that's something that needs to be done. Why? Why are people using yellow, red, and then the fund system, putting a lot of kids on the court? USDA is using it, and then tournaments are being played. I'll tell you why. It's part of the system because of the system, because it's a business model, and then it's there to make money. This is how they make money. If you're a regional training center, you receive a grant. Training center receives a grant for using the system for coaching and their tournament play, and the grant, I believe, is $250,000 a year. Okay, so each year, that's a big grant for a club for doing nothing, just following the system. And then they can run tournaments, that entry fees, that's more revenue stream. Is it good for your kids? No, not really, unless you just want them to hit the balls, deflated tennis balls back and forth and have fun. I would not put my children in this system at all. I would do my own thing. I would use regular balls. I would teach them how to be consistent. I would again follow the drills. I can show you the drills that I do in my following videos, but this is the really important point I wanted to make today, that it's all about getting better, knowing how to open up the court, being able to teach feel, consistency, and most importantly, technique with the correct grips, early preparations, hitting outside of the ball. So that way, when your players have feel, they will have consistency. You can go to the baseline, you can swing as fast as you want, and then the balls are gonna stay in. They're not gonna fly off the court. Then you can, after that, you can develop weapons and things like that. Work on taking the ball early, and then transition game, everything else will follow. But consistency is huge, especially in 12 and under tennis. And I believe you can't teach consistency if your child does not have an amazing feel. And it's close to impossible, makes it very difficult, and you almost have to go backwards and relearn. after you hitting deflated balls in the court, and then they go in and they hit them just straight incorrectly. I just think that's a big no. It's set up for wrong reasons. I wouldn't use it. That's my opinion. Francis and I never used it. We always used regular balls, and we're super successful. I believe Capriati, Venus and Serena, Steffi Graf, Celis, bunch of kids in the past. I think Agassi, I read the book. Yeah, the father did not use those balls. All those players were taught with regular balls. All right, thank you so much. I'm gonna try to post again. Please subscribe, give it a like button. I really appreciate that you watched my video. Thank you so much.